Steve, great to see you again. Karen, it's nice to finally meet you in person.
You too.
You've been working together, figuring out the solution. Let's break the suspense and hear what you have.
So this is CoughSense. This is a device that measures your cough frequency.
What is cough frequency and why it's important?
So this is the first thing that happens biologically in your lungs to indicate bad things are going to happen that we can measure. Basically what happens first is when your lungs receive damage, your body wants to repair it. It does that by sending cells in. Well, so you don't drown in your own cells, your body also says you need to cough. So you can remove that fluid that's repairing the damage in your lungs. So what happens is that right away, your body tries to fix the problem. And the first thing that's going to happen is your cough, your rate of cough frequency is going to go way up.
You have more fluid coming in.
You have more fluids and you don't want to drown. You want to refix it, but you don't want to drown. So it's a balance. So anyway, so that happens right away, way early. So 6 to 8 hours before the asthma attack.
Which gives you enough time to do something about it.
That's right. Yeah. So the earlier the intervention, the more likely the intervention is going to work.
Our CoughSense device can communicate with the parent. If a cough gets to the point where it's dangerous, it can send a text to a parent, to another caregiver like a school nurse or a sports coach, and let them know to work with the child to get the right intervention and prevent a bad event like a trip to the emergency room.
And how does it communicate? What's the medium of communication?
It communicates via cell towers and sends text messages.
Oh, to the parents, to the nurses, to the friends.
Yep.
I see, and that's when they can react very quickly.
Right.
Yes.
Why is the device so small?
The size of the device is very important, and we made it small for a reason really based on the research that we did with a lot of patients. Asthma has a lot of stigma to it, and so it was really important for the children to have something that was very unobtrusive and wouldn't be very visible or make them stand out in any way. The other reason it is very small is that the key to making it work is having it always on and always monitoring your cough. We didn't want anyone to have to think to go get it to say, oh, am I coughing a lot now? And so by making it small and ultimately very durable, we could wear it as a watch, a pendant, a pin, and just keep it on all the time without making anybody feel awkward or conspicuous.
Yeah, and now with the proliferation of wearable devices, it becomes
it's very
normal.
Yeah.
And I take it you want it to be durable because kids break things.
They break things all the time. And one of the things I think Steve did very early on that was brilliant was he had worked with a lot of engineering firms, and they over-engineered it. It was going to be very expensive to do. And he ultimately went to a toy manufacturer. Because what do toy manufacturers do well? They do things cheap
What an
and
insight.
unbreakable.
What an insight. Wow.
And I think that gave us the ability to get to the durability we need and also the price point we need.
I see. And obviously you wanted to make it, you want to make it affordable to families.
Right. And again, trying to make sure that we have a device that kids can just have on all the time and not risk not catching that cough. We wanted to make it a low enough price so people could have a couple of them. You know, if they forget to bring one home from school, or, you know, one, they're charging one, or they lose one for a little while. So that was really important to us. And we also never wanted the cost of any one device to be prohibitive. So, you know, if it was hundreds of dollars, people just wouldn't go get it.
Or if they bought it, they would protect it.
Right.
So it'd be in a special place.
With the good china.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want it to be used.
Right.
That's
On
right.
the person,
That's the value.
All the time. I'm sure you've given this device to kids who have asthma. What's been the initial reaction?
The response has been overwhelming across the board. I think, especially as once we got to this iteration, you know, the parents really felt like, you know, they needed to have one and it would really change their lives. And, you know, the kids' response, which is about the best you're going to get from kids, yeah, I would wear that. It doesn't bother me. That's okay.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Well, I can only say good luck. Tell us how we can help you. Such a noble story. Just a wonderful team. Good luck to you, and thank you for sharing your time, insights with us.
Yes. Well,
Thank you.
And again, if you run across any smart people in your classes, we do believe in open source, so any contribution is wonderful.
Absolutely. We'll be beating your horns for times immemorial.
Thank you.
Thank you.